The freestyle by Corey Holcomb and this bitch. Cause I don't like your daughter, bitch. I don't like your daughter, bitch. Ever since I saw the little hoe, niggas knocking on my motherfucking door. Is Trina there? Is she coming out? I say, hey, put that thing in that bitch mouth, cause I don't like your daughter, bitch. Going in my refrigerator. Every nigga that nut in her, somehow they hate her. Her 2 kids that she kept cause she thought them dudes was gonna give her fuck. But then they ducked out on her ass. Fuck that silly slut. Even though that bitch do got a big ass butt. But I won't fuck her though. Cause it's your daughter. But get the daughter out my face before the slaughter. I don't like your daughter, bitch.
Oh, I told you he had some shit.
This thing on?
Oh shit, my motherfucking hoodie over here look like a bitch bra. A bitch who titties be motherfucking off to the side. Like when you fuck them, and like a missionary and they legs be up like this. And the titties, sometimes they be literally touching the leg. So you gotta grab each one up and just hold it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Corey Holcomb and this is my pastor, Luther McKinstry.
I'm trying to get him right, y'all. I'm trying to get him right.
Oh, first of all, let me talk about this, y'all. This is dead ass. I met Luther back in the day from the Chi and other parts of the Midwest where work was put in. And all I'm saying is this.
A whole lot of work.
A whole lot of work was being put in. All the guys know what we talking about. My man Luther used to run a club out in, I can say it, right? I can talk straight up.
Yeah, go ahead.
He used to run a club in Toledo, Ohio. And they used to hire some of us little broke-ass comedians to drive down from the Chi to Toledo and perform for the little sucker-ass change. I'm kind of talking shit a little bit, but bottom line, I want to tell this story because it's important to me. My man Luther, from the guy I know him from when I first met him, from the guy he is now, has changed a lot. My man Luther is now who I consider, after last time I came to your church, I told you this.
Yes.
I consider Luther my pastor because I've never been one who's with the whole religious thing, you know. But regardless of what I think about religion as it was taught to black people, my man Luther has come from rock bottom on the 7-4 side of the game all the way to being somebody that I genuinely respect what he does and what he says. And for me, that's very hard because I don't really respect a lot about what no motherfucker be talking about. Most motherfuckers, because I feel like everything is game. But I'm saying I am proud to have my man Luther McKinstry. Once again, all the real 5150 people from back in the day, remember he was down when we was down there at the Foxhole. He came on the show a couple of times. But years later, my man Luther McKinstry is back on the show. What's up, brother?
Man, I'm so glad to be on here. I remember the very first show you had, I was on there with you.
Man.
Matter of fact, we was talking about Shaq and his foolishness.
Yeah, everything that was happening.
Everything that was happening with Shaq.
Even though everybody got foolishness, we all got foolishness in our world. It's just some people, unfortunately, you got to bust their foolishness out. Because I know a lot of people around me who really irritate me. That's not true. Let me fix that. There's 2 people around me who act like angels, and they really get on my nerve because I talk about my dirt, and they look at my dirt, Luther, and they be like, oh, you do that and all that shit. I be like, what? I know who you are. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people in the world who think that people don't know who they are or the dirt they've done. They don't feel like the people they did it with is putting it out there. But the truth is, we all are savages for the most part. But I can't stand the people who act like they not.
Well, the thing is, man, is so many people don't want to show they wrong, but eventually their stuff will come out, because whenever you look at And whenever you try to down somebody and look at somebody else's wrong, your stuff is going to get exposed. And there's scripturally about it. And so that's why you can't talk about people. I'll give you an example. There was a time when a pastor named Jimmy Swaggart had messed up. And Ted Baker was on television talking bad about him. Then his situation, he got exposed for his own. You can't talk about other people's stuff, man, like that, man. Don't think your stuff is gonna get exposed. That sometimes you gotta show compassion and understand people's stuff and really be transparent and be real about your stuff too as well.
Yeah, I agree. I know that when you talk shit about people and you don't admit your shit about who you are, you heading for a real fall when your shit hit the motherfucking fan.
A real fall.
Yeah. We got my man Marcus came in late with my other homeboy. Y'all come over here and sit down, man. Y'all come over here and sit down, man.
You just early, man.
Right, yeah. It's all good.
I need that school, man.
Mark is in the house. Which one you need? My homeboy, Mr. David Lucas is in the house. This is my man from the Shy.
What's up, man?
What's
Luther
going on, man? You all right?
McKinstry.
You all
Y'all
right?
met before.
Yeah,
Hell
absolutely.
yeah.
Jazz is watching you tonight, the one who took care of you when you was in Atlanta.
I'm crazy about Jazz.
She just said,
I like her voice.
She said, where her shout out. She just texted.
I'm finna get into it for real. I love Jazz voice. When Jazz talk, I be like, them New Orleans people, man, sometimes they be so smooth with their shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like, it's a different type of language. So Jazz, what's up? Thank you for helping me when I was super duper fucked up. I don't eat that bullshit no more.
Look at him eating now.
No, but
I don't think I ever seen you not eating bullshit, Corey.
that's what's up. I believe, Marcus, you know, get your motherfucking cockhound ass out of here. No, but look, I want to get back on the subject because we was just talking about before y'all came in. We talking about people. Oh, they gonna get you on the chat room.
I see that, man.
Chat room don't let go. What they say? Which one stand out?
They said something about the picture you said about the long time ago. The viral picture you got in your phone.
Oh yeah, that picture with you. Oh yeah, that's right. This Luther, you did take that picture with Eddie Long, and motherfuckers is not gonna forget that motherfucker.
Man, ain't no wrong with taking pictures with people, man. We don't help my man. You know?
Okay, I believe that was your man. But hey, I'm gonna speak up for him. I think he meant that in the way we want him to mean it. You know, Eddie Long had a lot of men.
Hey, listen. Next thing you know, by me saying that all of a sudden they gonna have all kinds of stuff going viral on me.
Right.
We knew it about it.
I forgot they knew about that picture.
Somebody said the silk blouse.
Right.
Boy, your people, man, hard, man.
Hey, man, maybe we might pull that picture up because I got it in my phone. Cause when I saw the picture, I was like, no, my nigga don't get down like that, man. They just got him in that shot like that, man, because he took a picture with Eddie Long, and it was the summertime. Was that a white party or something?
It was we had a conference, man, for leadership, and he had an all-white for all the leaders and pastors, all white on a yacht with food and everything else, and we was just on the yacht, and we were all just taking pictures.
Were women there, though?
A whole lot of them.
I compare that picture to the picture that they took with
let me tell y'all. Let me tell you this in his defense. You know how you have people, when people say, you know, a whole lot of stuff about a whole bunch of other folks.
Yeah.
But as far as what I've seen, I never seen none of that. I never seen no strange folks around him or questionable people around here.
My uncle gay, and I never seen him with his boyfriend.
Yeah, but you know,
stupid. David's a joke.
I know.
He nonstop. David is nonstop.
Listen, I'm just gonna say what I had to say, and I'm gonna leave that statement right there. No, you know that man was very instrumental in a lot of stuff in my ministry.
But would you let him baptize you?
Well, here go the show for the start. I thought this was gonna be a mellow show, but this is 51 motherfucking 50 about to happen to this motherfucker. Hell no, that nigga came. But I heard the brother Eddie Long was a very generous brother.
Man, he'll give his shirt off his back. And
Literally in the bedroom.
really, man. You know, I gotta watch certain things I say around him. Man, no.
David is one who is always got a bam for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
if
saying?
you see somebody in need, real need, not that other type of need you may be talking about, he gonna make sure it's people. And then he was always about his community. He was always about feeding the poor. He was always about in this community helping folks, and also things when anything doing wrong in the black community. He was. I told him he was an undercover Black Panther. If you ask me.
I believe 100% that my brother Eddie Long, God rest his soul, was a good person at heart. But it was obvious his desires. Like he couldn't hide it, because that picture y'all took, Luther.
I want to see this picture.
This picture, look, he took a picture with my man Luther.
No,
and
let me tell you
Luther,
something.
Luther was happy because Luther had started getting back in shape and all that shit. Because you know,
I was like close to 300 some pounds.
Luther.
One time Corey had a show, and
Luther was a big
I came
motherfucker
to
at
the
one
show
time.
late. No,
Bigger than me.
Man, when I came to the show one time late and one of Corey's show, and I was walking down the aisle, Corey looked in the middle of his show, said, "Luther, is that you? Where the rest of you at?" He couldn't believe when I started my weight loss journey.
When you had lost that weight, and you've been keeping it off,
Yeah.
you had a lip fall off one time, maybe about a year ago.
Yeah, man, because I was
A little fall
I was
off.
just doing the church, and I wasn't going to the gym. But I'm back in the gym now.
Yeah. Now you back in the gym, it shows. But I'm saying, like, that picture, that was back when you started working out. And you was like this. And
that bodybuilder pose.
not necessarily super bodybuilder, but Luther was starting to be happy with himself.
Yeah.
But Eddie Long face said a lot. This is how Eddie Long look in that picture. I was like,
Let me tell you something. I left Miami, went to Houston because I had to speak in Houston the next morning. I didn't know what Black Twitter was. All of a sudden, my phone was blowing up at midnight. It was like, man, do you know you're on Black Twitter? I said, what's Black Twitter? And they had all kinds of memes out on me that night.
It had happened. He got caught up right around that time.
It was the scandal,
there
but
for a
see,
minute.
but no, the scandal had been happened.
Okay.
But the thing is, what happened was when it happened, I told him, I said, man, nobody thinking about that scandal. They're just talking about your hair, man.
that's what we
I said,
tell
"Shit."
people that we love who get caught up in the middle of something. Man, everybody tripping on that. Come on
Yeah,
out, man.
So but my thing is, I didn't know what it was, and that thing went viral everywhere. But they wasn't saying it. We just took a picture, so they just was.
But I don't want to get all the way off the subject. I want to talk about this. People who talk shit about everybody else shit, but then when they shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cause what is this dude name who did some young motherfucker giving the word I want to use
Is it Derek?
because what is
Oh,
Yeah, it's about
that
Derek
big
Jackson.
swole, the big swole nigga.
It's on Derek Jackson.
I knew he was a sucker because no man puts down other men, ever.
somebody
Of course
put this
fuck
shit
it.
so perfect on this
So he
motherfucker.
violated the man code.
Yeah, bro, you like even it. Like I was explaining to my friend, like if you got a group of friends, it's always that one dude. If you call a group of girls some hoes, they be like, "Hey man, don't call them hoes, they queens." It's always that one goofy ass nigga, and he be acting the most righteous, but be doing the most fucked up shit. Beating his girlfriend, got a wife, and we found out what he was doing.
Somebody had a meme of the brother. I keep forgetting his name. But it got gotcha bitches, how to make money off women's emotions. Right. And I am here to say that this whole movement, Black Lives Matter, what is the movement that the women had?
Feminist?
The
No, it
feminists?
wasn't feminist. It was
Slut walk.
no.
It's
it
a
was-
whole
Me too. Me
the
too.
Me
That's
Too
it. Me too.
movement.
Man.
These are all movements put out there by the media to take advantage of the weakness of the average bitch who wants to hear what sounds good to her.
Right.
And if you do research on people like this young brother who got caught up, it's just like you said, David, nobody speaks that defiantly about what's going on because the truth is most of us are fucking savages.
Right.
I be around bitches that I know don't mean well by me.
But
Something the fuck is wrong with me.
let me give another twist to it though about with him. He found a niche. He went in ahead and tapped into it because he know now how he's gonna make his money. So that's why you can't.
Do you
fault him
think
for
his
trying to
niche?
make his money.
Do you think his niche is different than things people do where they hustle on the street with them things?
Nah.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
But you find that niche, you home in on it, and you just go ahead and roll.
You go.
That's what he did.
Now this is what's fucked up. He got caught up, but his motherfucking circumstances for getting caught up ain't as bad as us. I mean, as guys who out there on the street working them things.
No.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he gonna just jump right back in it. You say something, then you say something, David.
He got caught up because he never had a platform before. If he had a platform before, then he would have had more discipline. He'd been able to handle all those women coming at him anyways to begin with. When a person never had a platform before, and then they get one, when they have all the smorgasbord coming at them, they don't know how to handle it. But if they had one before, like myself, I had a platform when I was in the game. But I have more discipline. He just got caught up out there like that.
Dave, what you think? And then Marcus.
I think that he basically did what black preachers do in the church, and that's play on single women's emotions.
But he wasn't a preacher.
I'm not saying he was a preacher, but I'm saying he used the same psychology.
Not all preachers, though.
A lot of them, young preachers, do the same psychological mind fucking because they have the baddest bitches sitting in the front rows of the pews, and they preach against no good niggas and disobedient kids because they already know that's what most of them are dealing with. But then come to find out, he fucking somebody in the church, but he married on the low, and then want to come up and say, God, forgive me, and this, that, and the other, and act all homely at that time.
Right, and the old girl who is married to him, and I'm not saying this with spite, that bitch ain't going nowhere. Because we see how that bitch
At
look.
all.
And how you look means something in this world.
Because she don't want to do no more. She because of her her apostolic background and raised.
Wait, first of all, define what apostolic is. That sounds like a chocolate perfume.
With her no makeup, no earrings, just.
I can respect that.
Yeah. So some of them, they'll dress a certain way. Some
So
of them,
apostolic means
so
what?
some of them you won't even find them in some breeches as they call it.
What
You
is
won't-
breeches?
Pants.
Pants.
Some of them you won't even find them in no pants. Oh, that's a
But see,
sin.
I never knew that. But I can respect certain things that come with that because most of the women you run across are in a fucking costume.
Right.
The whole time you know them, and like my joke on stage, most of the time, the bitch you with, you only see how she really look until she in the hospital. When the bitch is in the hospital and can't get you that shit to make her face up and everything, and her mouth dry and everything from sitting on her back for a week from that car that hit her when she was texting,
Well, let's be real.
that's when you see how your bitch really look most of the time. But Marcus, go ahead, I'm sorry.
The only men I ever seen constantly attacking and criticizing black men the way he do was gay men. If you ever pay attention to that nigga, he always had this little gay list.
He live in Atlanta?
He had a gay accent.
I think he do live in Atlanta, or he's
live in-
from Atlanta.
He
Yeah.
oh wait, let me
It's one of-
gay
it's one of
accent.
hold on, let me say something, because my man Luther live in Atlanta, and he from the Chi though in Toledo. But when you say you from Atlanta,
Right.
you know how a dog tail do this when he ain't bullshitting with you. If you from Atlanta, I'll be like, nigga, is you fucking them niggas?
I have a what do they call it? A hypothesis about the whole situation. I think that's what it's
Ooh,
called.
that nigga said hypothesis. Go ahead.
I, for one, either think she's fucking around with somebody else because she was so calm.
Who is she?
No,
His wife?
Yes.
I can't see that. I
Wait a
can't see
minute,
that.
what do we know this guy's name again one more time?
Derek
Derek
Jackson,
Jackson.
I believe.
We talking about Darius Jackson, the
Derek.
nigga
Derek Jackson.
who
Derek
did that
Jackson.
whole ass shit talking about other niggas and got caught up because Luther had some more information about some woman coming forward with information about him. But go ahead, what you say?
I believe either she's fucking with somebody else, or number two, this is a plot for him to sell a book. Because in the day of social media, the bitch who he cheating with ain't came out. Where's she at?
Oh, you talking about?
sorry.
You talking about on him?
Sales.
The girl that Derek Jackson was supposedly cheating on his wife with, or the girls, where are they?
Oh, they've come out.
Yeah,
they
they've come out.
they all
That's what
have
he
come
wanted
out.
to talk about.
They all have came out. Matter of fact,
Look,
there's one
listen
just
to this one.
recently.
Listen to this.
There's one just recently that was a doctor, possibly allegedly in Ohio, said that she wasn't on social media, and what she said is that she she had the dates and the time receipts within the house, and he didn't know that she had cameras in the house, and she got him when he walking around naked, and he naked up in the house and everything else. See, that's why you got to be very careful in what house you going.
Get a hotel. I get a hotel.
Listen, y'all crazy as hell. Y'all think that woman ain't got a lick back.
What lick back?
You think she ain't fuck with no other nigga?
Who are you talking about? His wife?
talking about his
Yeah,
wife?
she done fuck with her.
No,
She done got her. That's why she ain't tripping like that.
I can't. You know what? Some folks
she
I
fuck
can
with
see.
another bitch.
Some folks I can see that with, but I can't see that with her.
Why? You know her?
No, I just can't see that with her.
She's so comfortable.
I just discern.
She's too
her.
comfortable, bro.
No.
She way too comfortable.
No.
She done got her lick back already.
She came down in a bonnet.
She
And I
probably
know you
living.
know
She
this.
probably living a comfortable life. She don't want to mess up that money where she living
A
right now.
divorce gonna get her equal. What you mean, mess up money?
A divorce won't get her equal?
I said a divorce gonna get her equal. Like she gonna leave with money. Infidelity.
I really don't believe she has a guy.
She got a bitch.
Luther,
She got
let
a
me
girl.
tell you something. Luther, let me tell you something about this world. And of course, somebody who wants to act like something wrong with me will say, oh, that's just your shit. But at least half the women I met in my life are straight up serpent, split tongue motherfuckers.
Man, where you find these women at?
I'm talking about, I done lived in Chicago, LA, and I travel all over the world. And when bitches are talking to me, I love to watch what they say. So it's just like, I'm like, why does she feel to say this? You don't even have to say this. I know what's finna happen with you. I see the misery in your eye, especially when I don't obey what you want me to do.
So why do women still fool with you then? Why
Say
do
that
you
again?
deal with you? Why do women still fool with you then?
I'm super duper hellified.
I'm super duper hellified.
I mean, I'm saying that in a way like it sounds like I'm boasting, but I'm really
So
a
they must
motherfucker.
love
I
punishment.
got good personality.
They must love punishment because you know you gonna just tell them like it is.
Man,
You
it's that
gonna-
pocket change.
Most women like that.
He says the pocket change.
It's the pocket
But
change.
Marcus,
He ain't gonna do nothing but 100.
I've been fucking bitches my whole
He done went up
life.
to 200, Luke.
He went up to 200?
Yeah, he done went up to 200.
They what?
Boy, you must be getting paid now. You want
What?
200?
200 what?
He said you went
For
from
some
100 to
Gucci.
200 now.
Pay
200 what?
For some Gucci.
Oh, pay money. I'll give a bitch $200 for some pussy. That ain't shit. Here, bitch.
Hey, excuse me, y'all. I want to let you know.
raise the
Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna let you know. As his pastor, I've been trying to help him to live right, but I'm trying to help him not fornicate.
But you know when
How
I
you
left,
start? How you the nigga that
said-
started with 40, but you done went to 200? You done 200. You done raised the prices for the streets, man. You can't do that.
And please allow me to explain this to my brother because he would not understand this. When I said the $40 bit back in the day,
Yeah.
that was my budget. Now my budget has excelled to the point where I give bitch $200 because what $40 was to me back in the day, now it's here, bitch, take $200.
right?
Oh, okay.
And on top of that, when you have notoriety, and I hope all you entertainers amen me on this one, you have to get them bum ass bitches something.
Yeah, you do.
Well, ladies, I got $20.
That's where you at with it. You got $20 and you know what else you got? You got youth. I'm older now.
Okay.
I don't fuck bitches all night no more.
Oh, I'm giving them.
Most of the time, when I park, I look at my clock and say, I could be out of here. Okay, it's 8:30. I got to be out of here by 9:40. By 9 o'clock. I'll be on a motherfucking clock.
Right.
And this is about me. This ain't about me trying to find a bitch that love me or no shit like that. I'm out here on a motherfucking mission with my savage ass to get off and get gone. I hate that I do this. Now, of course, there's people out here in my world that I try to
counsel
take
him.
care of.
I'm trying to counsel him through this.
And I'm going to start counseling him too.
None of your members never gave you a shoulder
I
rub.
Say that
None of
again?
your members never gave you a shoulder rub.
What, first of all, at my church, I already set boundaries because I let them know from Jump Street. And he was there before. If you here to try to catch my eye, you're here for all the wrong reason. One thing I don't do is I don't play that. First of all,
Didn't you have the girls with blankets over there?
First of all, when he came to my church, I knew he was trying to find. I knew he was coming up with something when he came. Listen, he was looking.
I'm like you, Dave,
When they
but
put him
I'm
on the
telling
front
you, my
row,
man,
he was
he
looking
done
around.
passed the test.
I was
He
sitting there preaching. I was sitting there saying, "Well, Corey is getting ready to talk about me in his next show." I said that to myself.
Especially the first time I came to that church, I was like,
when it comes down to the things of God, man, I don't play with. I just don't. And then even with women at the church and members of my church, they know I don't play that at all. And then plus, I don't allow everybody in my space.
That's right.
I just don't. Should be that's the safest way to be.
Your church in Atlanta?
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad bitches in
preacher
Atlanta.
on
Man,
chorus,
but have
on
discipline, man.
51,
Did you hear what I just said earlier? When you already had a platform before.
No, I get it.
Yeah. So, but I mean, why would I want to lose it all over a 2-minute thrill? I'm good.
That's
Well,
all you
I can say something about that.
said
When
2
you
minutes.
are a healthy male, you risk everything over a 2-minute thrill.
Yeah.
That's why this dude who caught up, I already know how it go when you healthy. If you healthy and your dick work, you gon' fuck bitches.
Real spill, you've never desired to fornicate with one of your members?
No.
10
I don't
minute
look at
thrill
them
for
like
me.
that. Because
How do you turn that off?
Let me share this with you. I don't look at because first of all, you look at them as either daughters, sisters, or mother.
Oh, no.
And you don't look at them like that. And Corey will tell you when it comes down to things like that, man, I really draw the line. I ain't
gonna
do
lie.
that.
When I went to his church, David, this is a nigga I know from the motherfucking streets of Chicago.
Right.
So at first, I'm skeptical because I think like you.
Right.
But my man got his shit on point at his church. Dead ass. And it's some girls in his church that I ain't gonna lie. If the average man go up, who is that old lady? He got an old lady with a shape that's like, bam.
It's Atlanta.
When you stand up, you be like, God damn, look at that ass. And this is a
Because I God in the
this
church.
is a critical member of his church team. So I've never been in there looking at her like crazy, but when she stood up, I was like, God damn, this lady ain't even no motherfucking spring chicken. This that elderly shit where if you let loose in her, you don't worry about all that other bullshit.
That's what I like.
Yeah, bitch, you ain't been handled,
But
baby.
no,
Your body ain't-
I know he trying to do a twist and trying to catch me on. But Corey's my witness, to that man.
No, but
Corey
I'm saying
I don't
he's
roll
going
like
to
that.
be that way because he doesn't know you, Luther.
I got you.
And I vouch for you because I do know you enough to be like, I don't never see no bullshit at Luther Church. And trust me, I'm in that motherfucker like, okay.
Luther, I'm curious, man.
Okay.
I gotta come to your church now just to see the hoes.
I think
Come
you
on.
should come to this church.
Hey, do you cuss, Luther?
No,
You don't cuss?
Corey. Have
He
you ever?
fights it off. I'm telling you, I'm very impressed by my brother.
So you used to be in the streets, right? So now do you find
Man,
yourself?
I was doing 15, 35
Man, look
years.
at him. He
I was doing
done-
15, 35 years for being one of the largest drug busters in Northwest side history. I was a gangster to my heart. Corey, please.
He
let me
look
know.
like Pastor Troy, nigga.
I'm saying like,
when I tell you that I live my life as a real gangster, I live my life as a real
I
gangster.
mean, I don't doubt it.
I
would
believe
laugh.
it. Look at him, man. Shit.
But
I just don't talk about it,
You
but
can see that realness.
but don't let nobody push my
Do
button.
you
That's
have
a whole nother side.
Do you have to disassociate yourself with certain people now?
No, let me tell you something, man. My guys, I love my guys because I still in touch with them in the streets. I still check on them. Matter of fact, a lot of them still come to my church and come and see me and check them. Matter of fact, I'll be in Chicago Thursday and I'll be seeing some of the guys when I go to Chicago. And that first thing I do is go straight see my guys.
Yeah.
And they respect me and love me in spite of. You know what I'm saying? And then when they have issues and problems, they come and see me because they know they like, that's the pastor. And they respect me in that.
somebody said
I
they
can relate
surprised I didn't burst in flames when I stepped foot in the church. Nigga, the churches are built for people like me. They are supposed to help people
Right.
like me.
And
you know what I'm
and
saying?
matter of fact, they don't
the
even
church didn't go in flames,
if Corey is anywhere in Atlanta after he does a show, he coming straight to my church on that Sunday.
And it'd be hard for me to come to Luther Church because we don't get out of when I worked at Uptown, which was the last time, we left at 3, 4 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I still go to the
Yep.
church, not because of an obligation, because Luther, I like to hear him talk. He surprised me. And last time you talked, man, that shit was so on point with what was on my mind. I love it. That's why I be telling you. I be like, God damn, Luther. When I first saw you, I was like, look at Luther ass. You know what I mean? You remember Spike Lee in that movie with Malcolm X? And he was like, hey, let's go out back. And, you know, I'm like, but I give you respect, Luther. You have switched from that to this.
Because somebody,
And I give you respect for that.
somebody just said he's a true gangster disciple, so somebody must know me on that's
So
on there
if-
right now.
Well, I'm just
They
saying,
must know I'm a
it's-
true 7-4 brother.
Call you GD Jakes. GD Jakes.
GD that's funny, nigga. GD
I couldn't imagine Corey no damn church though, boy. I couldn't.
Man, listen, man.
I pass around my offering. Look,
I've
you
been
know
going
you
to
can
church
get this
for
200.
I'm not a religious nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I go to church for the music, for the camaraderie. You know, just like a sense to feel like what I used to feel like when I used to go to church with my grandmama.
Where you from?
Nostalgia.
Miami and Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I grew up. My daddy's Hispanic. I grew up in a Catholic, and the reason I'm so fucked with religion is because I grew up in a Catholic school, but I stayed with Baptist grandparents. So from the beginning, since I was a kid, there was a lot of contradiction that brought a lot of questions.
In
my life.
Catholicism, yeah, it does. It can be confusing.
So it's like
yeah.
both of these niggas think they right. All they got is faith. You know what I'm saying? And then so.
But you said Georgia, so you want to claim Atlanta?
I'm not from Atlanta. I
Oh,
grew
no.
up in Macon.
Okay, you gonna make it?
You know
okay.
what Macon at?
See, I know,
Atlanta
man.
niggas don't come to Macon.
You go to church for nostalgia.
I go to church for nostalgia. For a good. Like I like church music, nigga. Like
Well, by me being older, and y'all will get into this shit too, because if you blessed to stay around long enough,
Right.
you start to explore different shit. I will go to church. I've had Flame on my show, a nigga in drag. When
Right.
I was a young nigga, I couldn't have no nigga in drag even sitting next to me.
right.
But I'm older now. I'm like, what's up with this? Let me see what's happening. Because
Right.
I know me. You get what I'm saying? It ain't no shit I'm finna do that's motherfucking off my motherfucking mission. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a...
I was telling somebody that the other day, bro. I was like, dog, like, I just turned 30 in December. I was like, man, like I have
Young
really,
niggas.
I have really,
right.
I have really grown up because like not saying I kick it with gay niggas, but like I be in the same area with gay niggas. I'm like, when I was in high school, we used to beat gay niggas up. Like that's what we used to do, bro. Like, oh, you gay niggas?
Hey, look here, fag. Get him.
Right.
Niggas
Like, bro,
So what helped you with your homophobia that you don't have it anymore now that you're older?
I think
what is
just
it about?
being in Hollywood and accepting the fact that a lot of people that you will have to encounter, not even if they gay, but they have gay mannerisms. They have softer mannerisms than what I'm used to. Like I'm used to a man being hard and talking hard, not this soft-spoken. A lot of soft-spoken men in LA. Not saying they gay or trying to judge.
But what about
They
that?
are.
What about if that man was raised by his mother all his life and always been around
I
women?
was
but
I
he's
was
not
raised
gay?
in a house full of women.
But you have some who've been raised with women and but they're not gay, but they just have soft tendencies.
I mean, I feel like if you raised in a house full of women, that should make you more harder because you got to be the protector of all them women. That's how I felt.
So can I ask y'all all a question and please all y'all respond?
Yeah.
Are you just born gay? Like, can you answer that, Marcus? Even though you from Arkansas?
I ain't know black people lived in
Them
Arkansas.
niggas have bestiality down there. They be attracted to goats.
They be fucking ghosts. Marcus, you think people are born gay?
I think it's a mix of both. Society and and it's just innate. I don't know. Cause I feel like society can influence you. Why you looking at me like that?
What, nigga? Say your piece, nigga. Just,
You know you always
man, if you
go
fuck the nigga, man, just say it, man. Dave, oh, you threw...
Well, I'll just say I feel like society can influence you. It can bring it out of you, but I think most people I think a lot of them really already like have it in them, and some of them live a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because it can affect you either way. You know what I'm saying? Like if you gay and then you grow up around most motherfuckers that straight and hard, you gonna force yourself to live that life. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa.
Dave, you think people born gay?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I do. Because I don't see I've seen Brokeback Mountain. I've been to DC.
You watch Brokeback Mountain?
Not because
Don't clean
not
it up.
willingly.
Just say you watch it.
Not willingly, nigga. Who the fuck? Maybe
You said
you
not
watch
willingly.
Brokeback
So a girl made you watch it
No.
to get some fun.
Ah, man.
God damn, I should have never brought it.
Julio make you. I ain't never watched Brokeback Mountain. That's all I'm.
But you never seen Holiday Heart, nigga? You never seen Holiday Heart?
Never seen it, but I seen the preview.
But you seen Monster Ball though, right?
I didn't see that all the way through.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm saying I done seen some gay shit before, but I'm saying I ain't never watched Brokeback Mountain.
I wrote a paper on it when I was in college because I had
That's a great one. Everybody who watched it say you wrote a paper on it.
I did.
My nigga Dave caught up. He embarrassed. No, I'm fucking with you. I get what you're saying though. I think like you.
But I also do believe that there are. So I do believe people are born gay, essentially. But I do believe that society plays a big part. I have a 6-year-old, and last year she told me, she said, "Dad, I wish God would turn me into a man." I said, "Why?" She said, "So I can have a wife." I said, "Why do you want a wife?" And she said, "Because I like girls more than I like boys." And I was like, "Well, you 6 years old. You don't need to worry about that right now." But the following few days, I saw what she was watching, and there was this YouTube show called Smile Squad, and they was talking about like same-sex marriages and being gay and all this type of shit. So I do believe, as an infant, you can be influenced, or as a child, you can be influenced, to believe that. And if you continue that same condition, if you have a parent that's like, "Oh yeah, I love you either way," gay is the right way to go. You can't be conditioned into thinking you're a gay person.
I'm so glad you said something about the parenting. But I want Luther. You want to talk about this? Can you be born gay?
No, there's nothing genetics about it. First of all, God does not make a mistake.
The reason I say that is because homosexuality has been displayed in animals.
As far as let me give you a pastor perspective. Homosexuality is the only transformable spirit that there is. That when there's an act that has been taking place, then that's something, and also it's a generational curse type thing that has to be broken. So you have a lot of people when they have been tampered with and messed with in life, and that's a transformable thing, but it's not a genetic thing, because at the end of the day, God does not make a mistake. When he formed you, he does not make a mistake. When you was born, you're not a mistake. You're not an oops baby. None of that. All I know is I serve a God that's a perfect God, and he does not make mistakes at the end of the day.
Now, I'm so glad you said that. And you saw I made sure he got it all out.
Right.
God make gay niggas. And they be gay when my little cousin, I got so much motherfucking flack for saying that boy gonna be gay. When he was 2, everybody said, "Why would you say that about that baby?" God damn it, the motherfucker live with a nigga, grown nigga, now he a motherfucking thing. Let me tell you something. God put different people down here for you to see what you need to see. That's what I believe. He make racists. He make this. He make whatever. People who are what you would call
flawed. Does he make it, or does he take on the characteristics of it?
There are people who are born with hate. There are people who are born with gay. The gay spirit came in their mama womb.
Or they've been raised around it, but so that's all that they know.
Well, some people...
You ain't got to be raised around it.
I feel
it's
like,
people born gay.
I feel like there's children.
And if I had a gay son or a great gay daughter around me, I take pride in saying I would not let them participate in any of that in my house. Exactly. And when you get grown, you can do what you want to do. Yep. But while you're around me, especially if you're a boy, you can't bring no men in my house that I think get down like that with you. You can't do none of that. And I can be called wrong, but this is what it is.
I definitely believe there are a few design flaws from God.
Yeah. Like what?
Niggas be lactose intolerant.
I mean, slavery happened.
Niggas
but that come from being in America.
That European
and we up
shit.
Under their shit.
Yeah.
That's what that come from.
Clogged arteries, high blood pressure,
all that shit come from being under the leadership of the wicked motherfuckers.
Mental illness, I just feel like some design.
And it's so crazy. Like, I ain't trying to counter all that shit, but I'm saying most of the shit we going through out here come from being in this wilderness that we in. Yeah.
Well, just as sure as my name is Luther McKestry, I told you what it was, and just as I planted that seed today, you will find out for yourself whenever you have that visitation or something's gonna come back and somebody's gonna water that. But you're gonna find out that you serve a God that was a perfect God that does not make no mistakes. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
And what you say, I respect it because, like I said, I respect you. But whoever this God nigga is, I ain't seen him. And all this shit about we see him later on when you dead, run that shit on them motherfuckers. Because I got to motherfucking get this money and eat, or I'm motherfucking in the streets. Because I know what happened to people like me. If you ain't got no way to take care of yourself, you just fade away into nothing.
See, that's
but
why,
I
that's
do
why
believe there is a power. I do believe there is a power, in control of all of this, and it all makes sense. I believe that.
Man, y'all drinking that like that's water.
Hey, Mr. Luther, I got a question for you.
That's the young
They
boy.
have that communion, huh?
That's them young boys.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Mr. Luther, so how do you feel about Christianity being like the first monotheist religion?
What do you mean by monotheist? Because my listeners are watching.
So monotheist means
One God.
one God. Polytheist, before Christianity, everything was polytheist.
Right. So
how
now
did-
y'all understand, nigga.
So you gotta remember, Islam, Judaism, and Christianity is monotheism. Remember,
Well, I mean, those
and Judaism was around even before Christianity too, and Islam came along right after Christianity. Okay.
Yeah.
See, but my whole thing is, I did a paper in school. I did a paper. But I didn't have I didn't have to watch Bobek Monitor to do it though.
I heard you got baptized by Eddie Long in a tall T-shirt.
That's his comeback. No, but seriously though, I wrote a paper. It was called "Searching for the Wrong Jesus," and this is the reason why I said that. I called it, Jesus meaning Savior. How everyone's looking for their savior, and I dealt with Hinduism, Buddhism, Confucianism, Taoism, Christianity, Judaism, and
I just
Islam.
want to interject.
Yeah, in school, yeah. And so what I did was I did the parallel with all those religions to Christianity, how all of it is of how the things like what's name talking about how you go in Hindu, they talking about you go to Nirvana, that's their heaven. All the different parallels I did with them dealing with Christianity, but at the end of the day, there's one true God that like this weekend when we serve on Resurrection Sunday, that we recognize that His Son dying for us and He rose.
But that was
again.
based on the
so-
solstices.
You see, I understand what you're saying of what you had, what you have, but at the end of the day,
Yes, it was
That-
based on the spring solstice and the winter solstice.
Oh, you know what? I'll give you another example. They was just talking about this today. They were talking about, even they have a thing in San Diego, where I just came from, this place in San Diego, where they talk about how the earth began, how they talk about Big Bang Theory and all that. They talk about how the creation happened, and they show even scientists how biblically how it is even true, how everything was even started at the end of the day.
I
see, let me
take
tell you
the
something.
Bible as a book of metaphors.
This is my man, and I ride with this man. But I've never said this. The only thing that I really don't agree with him with is the religion shit.
Right.
That don't mean
Oh, but
I don't got respect for him.
he loved church and he loved what I say.
I love watching him speak at church because he say some real shit. But here's the bottom line. You can't tell me what you was taught. You can only tell me what you've known and witnessed. I will listen to that. But everything that, it will be and it was that you didn't see, I'm like, man, how are you telling me?
The same people that gave us Jesus gave us the word nigga.
So you don't believe in free will?
That God created us out of free will, because when He created man, He placed man in the garden. He says you can have anything of this garden, but don't touch of that tree. That's free will. He gave us our free will, but there's a prerequisites with it. Even when I was even talking about marriage, he allowed us to marry whoever we want to marry. Because I have a problem with women or men say that God told me you're my husband or you're my wife. That's a bunch of foolishness. Because God created us out of free will. He said, "He who a man findeth," and it never said who God put you together, who God says. He says, "He who a man findeth," but the prerequisites is don't be unequally yoked. So when God created Adam, when he made Adam, and then he put Adam to sleep and took the rib from Adam, as the Bible says, and made woman. So in order for Eve to have Adam's rib, that means she had his DNA. The problem is we get too many people get connected with folks who don't have your DNA, your makeup, you're unequally yoked. So God gives our free will to be whoever we want to be with, but he just says, be with the ones who has your makeup.
So, Mr. Luther, how do you feel if someone that's a historian or someone that has studied, people of that time, when they tell you there's no way possible that
they do in school.
The guy,
they do all the time.
What I'm saying, the guy that was supposed to be the son of God, and his name was Jesus. How do you feel when they say there's no way possible that his name was Jesus because Jay didn't exist during those times?
Man, they argue all those things that theologians talk about, even in school, even in seminary. They talk about all the what if. They talk about everything that theologians gonna come around and they argue and what they say and what they do.
So how do we
talk about that?
How do we discredit?
Okay, here go Jay. But you know what the name is?
Yahshua.
There you go. And what is another name for Yahshua?
I don't know. You tell me.
But you the one brought it up.
I mean, I don't.
What is Joshua? What is it?
Yahshua.
I don't know.
That is the name for Jesus. Yahshua. So that is the name in dealing with in Hebrew. Okay.
But do we discredit the stories that came before?
I was going to say that when he said about the J, but yeah.
All the stories that are similar to Jesus' story that came before Jesus, do we just discredit people like Serapis Bey, Horus, Amun-Ra? Do we discredit those that, came from miraculous birth, died and rose on the third day? Do we discredit those?
At the end of the day, I believe that word. And
which word?
I believe that when it comes down to that Bible, because at the end of the day, I would not be where I am today if it was not for my faith in God and what God has done for me. Because really, I should either I should be in prison right now still, or I should be in the dead.
But it's a lot of contradictions in the Bible.
So let me tell y'all something, because y'all a little younger than me. Mm-hmm. And y'all know sometimes I try to give y'all the game. Mm-hmm. One thing I judge men off is their deeds. Mm-hmm. I watch what they do. Mm-hmm. So this ain't no fake shit when I say, my man right here can talk. Mm-hmm. He can get it off. Even if I don't believe what he's saying about the Bible and everything, mm-hmm. I still will listen to him because he's earned it. He's earned my ear.
Right.
So I'm saying, like,
I respect
you. When you observe people, especially people that you feel like have earned your ear, you learn so much. You can't tell me about no goddamn Jesus and where he rose from and all that shit, because ain't nobody got no pictures on their iPhone.
But you showed hey, man, but it's mighty funny. Corey got a skit about the Bible in his show too.
When he say he believed, I let him have that in peace. Corey, that's what he believed.
Like
Marcus, do you remember this shit? I don't know if Corey still do it, but we saw you working it out at Mo Better Mondays with D-Ray. Corey said Mary got pregnant by a nigga named Holy Spirit. Boy, that shit was so funny.
I heard that joke before.
Some nigga named Holy Spirit from back in the day. She gave him the pussy raw day one. I go to the club with them niggas. Hot Pussy Mary was notorious. Just like so many women that I know will sit up here and act like angels, but that pussy's been in the game and is still in the game. Mm-hmm. Shut the fuck up. It's just, I fucked more people than you and you jealous. That's what I be telling bitches. I fucked more people than you did.
So do you
they ain't gonna tell me the truth. You crazy in the motherfucker. I been fucking niggas every day my whole motherfucking life. I ain't never heard no bitch say that.
So do you believe God is good and evil?
You know.
This nigga.
You believe God is good and evil. Mm-hmm. What's evil?
Evil is a
it's relative.
Yes, it's very relative because what we call evil, niggas might call that survival.
Well, give me an example of what you call evil.
A nigga out here stealing bread out of a store.
That's not evil. That's
Slavery.
necessary.
Slavery was evil, but
That's
it was
about.
a normal thing in society.
To piggyback off of what he just said,
Evil is when a nigga that you know, your homeboy, fuck your bitch and don't tell you. That's an evil motherfucker. Him and the bitch are serpents. That's some evil shit. Marcus, I don't care how bad I want to put it. If that's your girl, I'll be like, bitch, I can't do that.
Oh, yeah.
That's my nigga that I really fuck with.
Right. Same here.
Mr. Luther, to piggyback off of what Marcus was saying, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, man.
Can we agree?
I'm gonna tell you why it's actually.
Can we agree that God is the Alpha and the Omega?
Absolutely.
So why would he create the Alpha and the Omega means the beginning and the end, right? So he knows everything in between.
He knows it all.
So why would God create an angel that would eventually try to overthrow him named Satan?
To test you, nigga.
We talked about free will, correct? See, pride is something else.
But you say he knows everything, so it's predetermined.
So it sounds like God wants to be a superhero.
He knows what you're going to do. Mm-hmm. He knows exactly, but he also gives us a way out of an escape. He talks about that in the Bible. He always gives us a way of an escape.
So
It's
essentially,
hard.
you like toys to him.
It's hard. Yes. Well, he made you. He played with you. Look how he made your hairline. That ain't fair. God damn it, you know how many bitches you'll be fucking if you ain't have to wear a hat? That's my nigga.
No, for real though. When some niggas be going bald at 26 and some niggas at 33, I be like, that's a design flaw by God.
Hey, man.
But look, we are all here to set an example.
Don't worry about that.
We all here to set an example
Everybody
for the
can
next
have
man.
juices and berries. Everybody can have.
Hey, as a
juices.
The way you look is God's way of showing other people how you not supposed to look.
This nigga Corey.
What I'm saying might be stupid. It's like me. It's like, I know, like me, you'll look at me and you'll be like, oh, he all perfect and shit. But it's shit wrong with me too.
This nigga Corey got Steve Harvey teeth. Nigga, get the fuck up out of here.
Nigga, come on, perfect. Your titties resting on the desk.
Yeah, Corey, nigga.
Right. I know they gonna let me have it. That's why I
That
get
nigga
that.
Corey like he own a t-shirt shop, nigga.
Yeah, but like
you
David,
sell t-shirts, nigga.
David, when
Boy,
you
ain't
get up in
nobody
the
safe on
morning
this show.
and you roll out the bed, the woman next to you notice she is supposed to do better. That's why you here. God do this so we can see what we need to see. When something is out of place in this world, it's something from God. Give it to us when we see. You know what I'm saying?
Corey can't take a shower until he listen to Jodeci's second album, nigga. Get your ass
When
up
you
out of here.
don't take a shower after sex with a serpent woman, if you don't wash up or nothing, you just put your clothes on right after you have sex with her. When you pee, it shoot different ways. That's why you wash up every time you fuck one of these skank hoes. Niggas know I'm right. Whenever you are with a woman unprotected, you have opened the door to all her satanic ways and vice versa. So that's why you're supposed to always wash up. Ladies, I don't care how comfortable you get with the dude. It's the way you got to dig in that thing before you can start that steering wheel.
Pastor Troy, did you make this nigga deacon?
I didn't call you Pastor
Man,
Troy.
I just see one of the comments. Somebody said Deacon Corey. Man, listen. I'm just
Serpent woman.
I'm just
so funny,
trying
nigga.
some oil all on them. That's all I'm trying to do, man. Let's get some oil all over.
Pee counterclockwise. Somebody say, you pee counterclockwise. I remember the last time I didn't wash up after I left the skank house. I just put my clothes on and came home, and I peed, and I had to mop the whole floor. The little satanic gel that was from her body dried hard. Well, damn near had to pull it off.
But that pussy be the best, right?
Be fine in a motherfucker. Them
Bitches-
serpent bitches got the best pussy.
Bitches that make
Now you sit down to pee.
bitches that make over Hey Corey,
He said I sit down and pee.
Corey, can you agree? Bitches that make over $40,000 a year have bad pussy.
girls who make over $40,000 a year, and it's very
let's
very disappointing.
Yes.
I ain't even gonna lie. Girls who have bad pussy are always kind.
Yes.
Evil bitches, God even it out by getting them some pussy. You wouldn't even be around the bitch. You would be with the kind bitch. But her pussy's dead. Her pussy don't even get wet. You got to spit on it.
The
Or
bitch.
squirt some type of lubricant down there to enjoy your hotel room you paid for with her. Or the trailer park y'all fuck in, or whatever y'all do. But I'm just saying, evil women, and I don't know if the pastor will speak on this, normally have something going on down there that God made it where it evens it out where you will tolerate her.
So, Mr. Luther, you're not married. What do you do when you get lonely? Pray?
Hell no, don't no nigga pray.
Bitches with bad pussy always make you wait.
When you get lonely, you pray for what you gonna do.
What do you do when you desire a woman when you get lonely?
See, if a man says that they don't, then they lie.
They lying like a motherfucker.
Of course, you have your moments,
Exactly.
but the fact is how you handle your moments.
Luther, you celibate?
Hell no, look at that nigga.
What? You want me to stop having them ask you questions? These niggas right here, when they found out you a preacher, I know they mind. They like, oh, you better than me then?
I'm about to bring this nigga.
These motherfuckers got a million questions like this. But they not gonna stop.
They like, man, I wonder how this nigga.
You in Atlanta, nigga. You in Wakanda. When it come to black women,
hold on, but let me tell you this though. Let me tell you, even if I wasn't passionate, when it comes down to that, I never forget, man. I think it was like 5-6 years ago when they said that Atlanta has the highest rate of HIV than a small third world country.
yeah, but this
Man,
ain't
that's scary.
1991.
Man, that's scary, man. No, that was just.
But you gotta understand.
Motherfuckers still
That's
out
scary,
there.
Burn like a mother.
But you gotta understand.
I went to
that-
Uptown Comedy Club. Homie, I didn't have no strangers in my room. Because just like I was in Baltimore, I didn't have strangers in my room because I thank God that I beat the years where I was raw dick Holcomb.
Man, you gotta remember, man.
I don't see how y'all did that.
See, you young, man. I'm 50. I'm 50 years old. I'll be 51 this year. Okay. So, man, all that stuff out there wilding out. I had my wilding out days. I'm good. I've been in the.
So
man,
not to
I give you another. My oldest child, my daughter. I know she's watching right now because she loves her some Corey Holcomb. She's 33 years old.
Older than me.
Okay, yeah,
Older than
but
me.
she's married.
Oh no, I ain't looking for it.
I would have to shoot one both of y'all. Then.
That nigga lose all his religion on his baby.
Yeah, it is a pistol whip you too at the same time.
But you a pastor.
Look, smack
God,
him.
go get
That's the question mark.
Corey, smack him with the gun, let the gun go off at the same time.
I'm saying. No, but look, and check this out. They brought that up. I have met my friend. Look, I ain't known him that long, but I believe this is my friend. Like, straight up. Mm-hmm. But I've said this before. His mother is my age. And his mother seems to be good people. I like his mother. I'm not talking about like want to get with her and shit like that. I'm saying, believe it or not, these motherfuckers, even though they look like men like us, these motherfuckers are learning the game.
Absolutely.
They are learning the game.
And you're their teacher?
More self-control.
I'm not there. I wouldn't call myself a teacher.
So you're mentoring them?
I am a source of information.
Lord
And
help
my
him.
information comes from a place that a lot of people ain't
Yo,
gonna give you information for.
If niggas
Real good information.
Can you let Corey do that? Then let me bring the balance to your life, okay?
I'm glad you bring
Corey
balance,
one side,
but
let's go
Corey-
inside. Let me bring the balance
Corey
to
is
y'all
a
in your life,
prophet,
okay?
bro. You know how many headaches this nigga has saved me? Bro, in his comedy, niggas don't understand, bro. You know, a lot of times when people say they favorite comedians because they spoke their truth, they spoke their minds, was Patrice O'Neal. One nigga mine is Corey Holcomb because at the end of the day, this nigga, when I started listening to Corey Holcomb about 5-6 years ago, he saved me a lot of headaches. If you pay a bitch, you ain't got to deal with her.
Well, there's a guy. That's
very true. Hookers are some of the most loyal women you'll ever find.
There's a
Nigga.
vlogger. His name is Larry Reed. and he used to pastor a church in North Carolina. But he says these words. His words is, you got to know how to. He said, keep your hoes happy. He said, if you learn how to keep your hoes happy, you won't have to worry about having your stuff all out.
I say this about Corey. He confirmed this.
How big is your church, Mr. Luther?
It's a nice sized church.
What's nice?
What was you saying?
He confirmed this to me. Being brutally honest
Yes.
will get you further.
It will save you a lot of headaches.
Yes, and save you. He confirmed that for me. I felt that, but then when I seen it, I was like,
But can I tell y'all something else that I learned from trial and error?
what's that?
Don't be ashamed that it's hard to tell the truth. Because the truth is very hard to speak, especially when you give a fuck about somebody. Especially a woman. A man who like a woman is very difficult to give it to her straight up.
Scared to lose him.
But I'm telling you, I've learned this the hard motherfucking way.
So let Corey save your life. Allow me to save your soul.
Right.
There you
You
go.
better tell.
I'm a Buddhist.
A Buddhist?
Yeah.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
That's
I have So
So you do a lot of
I can't see no
meditating.
tattoos on your
You do a lot of
skin.
meditating and chanting.
I thought that was a
You do a
scam.
lot of meditating and chanting.
So
You do a lot of meditating
That's
and
what I was
chanting?
trying to interject when
Okay.
you were saying about Buddhism, Hinduism, and this, that, and other. Buddhism is not really considered a religion; it's considered a lifestyle.
That make it sound better to you because that's what you're riding with.
Right.
Yeah.
But how
Exactly.
I believe everything, dog, is there's only one destination. Regardless if you walk, take a bike, take a helicopter, take a plane, we all end up in one destination. That's how I look at religion.
So don't you believe in
What
reincarnation?
is the destination?
Don't you believe in reincarnation?
No.
Then you're not a true Buddhist then.
That has nothing to do with Buddhism.
No.
They be tapping more into
Do
their
you
brain
believe?
potential.
But do you still believe in reincarnation? When you die, you're gonna be reincarnated and be brought back. You
I
might be
believe
brought back
that-
as a dog or a cat or.
I truly believe that energy is neither created or destroyed, just transferred from one form to another.
Well, that can be a reincarnation.
It can be, but I don't believe
Man,
energy.
listen to your man. I just said, man, ask you, do you believe in reincarnation?
You believe in reincarnation because you believe that when the body dies, the soul goes up to heaven. Is that not
right?
Yeah, man,
But is that not a form of reincarnation?
No, man, you talking about reincarnation. Talking about you coming back here on Earth. What you did.
I
Paul,
never
let me
said
finish.
that.
And they believe what you didn't finish and make to that certain plateau in life, that you're going to be able to get an opportunity, a chance to do it again. So you reincarnated to something else. Whether it be into somebody else or a dog or an animal and all that different type of stuff like that. Man, you need to read up on your own stuff.
No, but what I just
read
said.
up on your own stuff, man.
I
If
get what you're
you're gonna
saying.
get involved in something, know exactly, because you know what. This is gonna give you another example, and he would contest this. Even Muslims know about other folks' religion more than other people know about their own.
I get what you're saying.
Let
And
me
when I
ask you
say I'm a Buddhist, that's my mindset.
Are you?
I don't take anything as a way that I'm going to live my life the way I want to live it. Not because a doctrine tells me to live it that way.
And if
So
you're
how
smart,
do you live
if
your
you're
life?
smart, you heard what he said.
Yeah.
He said he's going to live his life the way he wants
Right.
to
That's
live
what I
it.
wanna know. How you
and
live it
that's
then?
why you are supposed to teach the young brothers shit where maybe 10 years from now, he will say, I'm not living how I want to live. I'm living how I'm supposed to live.
But when you say that, then how do you live your life? Give me an example when you say how you
Yeah,
live.
then you see how he
Yeah,
living.
I-
That mother got that darn Julio right there. What?
That thing was full when he got here.
Right.
They was drinking it like it was. I thought it was water. I was like, man, they fooling everybody. I think it was water up in
Hey,
there.
we traveling with the spirits.
Yeah, we got the spirit, nigga.
This is why I like David. David, I don't see him praying on the weak. And he a big, he a monster.
Well, and that's one thing you said about me. The reason why you said because I don't pray on the week. You very big on that.
I love motherfuckers who don't get off on trying to take advantage of people that may be weaker, whether it be a woman or it's a smaller guy. It's so many dudes who motherfucking talk shit about me and what I just don't like motherfuckers who pray on the weak. Now this is where you told me something that made me laugh. It was a weak ass nigga. Now this nigga, he ain't weak like in physical form. Actually,
Right.
he a big nigga. But I have issues with being close to him because he preys on the weak.
Right, fuck that.
And this motherfucker is the type of nigga who motherfucker is known for praying on the weak, but still to this day won't admit what the fuck he do. But these motherfuckers be trying to get up here to the show. You see what I'm saying? And I know if you got people like that around you, motherfuckers will be up here fighting and everything.
I like to be challenged, bro.
But tell them what I shared with you on concerning that.
See, I drop names, Luther. I fuck around cause see.
Don't have him drop names.
Well, I don't give a fuck, nigga. So maybe let me cool out. Cause I don't like the way this nigga told you that bullshit because he didn't know you was my man.
Okay.
He didn't know you was my man. So that nigga act like he's some gangsta ass nigga, and that's why.
But I called you immediately.
Right, like a real motherfucker do. He was like, hey man, this nigga up here, woo, woo, woo. I just let the shit go because the man that did so much motherfucking rotten shit to so many people. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck I look like trying to step up and be the motherfucker that's gonna say something to him like that? But I'm saying, I have issues with motherfucking bullies. Motherfuckers who prey on the weak. The bully motherfucker I had up here is Ari Spears. We got the motherfucking shit on his record where he took a bat to his wife and all this type of shit. Motherfucker, I said it. Now, motherfucker, act like it ain't real. We saw your medical records too, you sick ass nigga. Cause you act like you couldn't go to work at the zoo beat you up. Oh ass nigga. But I'm saying, I knew this was a weak nigga. And I had him up here. And what I always worried about happened. That's why I wasn't even mad. I was like, I do
But
this.
they forget, man. But you know what they forget though, man?
That was his first time?
But you know what they forget? That Corey is from the south side of Chicago. That's one thing they do forget. Corey is from the south side, so they should never sleep on Corey. But this is my thing. Corey said something very interesting. If y'all heard, soon as the individual said what they said, I immediately called. I didn't say, hey, Corey, somebody said such and such. As a matter of fact, I called while he was right there, right next to me.
Really, that's how you supposed to do it. If somebody talking shit about your man, you be like, hold on, wait right there. And I know motherfuckers who be like,
bro, can't
hey,
nobody
come up here right now. I don't think it's do that.
At the end of the day, bro, I don't give a fuck what show I'm on, what I do, nigga. This probably my tightest nigga in LA. Outside of, a nigga keeping it real like Corey. Can't nobody tell me what this nigga said about me because I know at the end of the day he ain't said shit about me.
And on top of that, you know he fuck with you for real.
Exactly.
And
If it wasn't for this nigga hair, this would be a hellified ass. That hair is the only thing that God had to humble me somehow, nigga.
Hey, Corey must ain't never been out with this nigga Marcus. Me and Marcus don't been to cities, nigga. I'm talking about Houston.
Marcus ain't scared to go no motherfucker.
No, I'm not scared. I'm talking about as far as a nigga. You talking about his hairline? Who the hairline don't matter?
Yeah.
Pull more bitches than me with locks. We done been to Vegas.
A lot of people pull more than you, Dave. I mean, Dave, let me tell you something. I'm a look. You ain't no ugly dude. Like there's some motherfuckers out here who flat out ugly. You're not an ugly dude. It's just I know when you leave here, you are not going to pass that McDonald's down. You're not gonna be able to do it.
And you remember when I say you reap what you sow? So remember how you try to every
Lou,
word
you
I
try
say.
to roast
every word I say.
Me and Dave, we do this, man. Dave, but see, Dave, one thing about it, Dave, I be worried about Dave sometimes because he bag with niggas he don't know.
Oh, man.
And I be like, Dave, hold on, man. You don't know them people, man. But he don't give a fuck. He just bad. Because really, he a strong motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'm just keeping it real. But I'm like, Dave, it's some secure ass niggas out here, man.
We out there
This nigga said some shit, but that nigga got you back good. Cause that nigga really, he looked like a wild boy too. But he was like, he played it off because he was like, oh, these comedian niggas. But Dave said something about that nigga. That nigga say, nigga, you built like a bag of blood.
That shit was the best roast I've ever heard of me in my whole life.
Because we didn't even laugh at first, but then we thought about it. This nigga got your ass. Bro, but Dave signified with everybody.
Yeah.
That's
We
just
was
his
in
thing.
Beverly Hills. Was this when COVID started?
Oh, nigga, this was 3-4 days after
They was shutting it. They was
George
shutting
Floyd.
it.
After George Floyd.
They say you got PM Don Dreads. Go ahead.
We out there and we just walking around Beverly Hills. Shit, they shut it down and shit. This motherfucker
At
on the
1
news.
o'clock.
This motherfucker doing the news, right? In front of the camera and everything. Dave walked right up on him at the news and started roasting. Oh man,
I believe it on TV. This is what he do.
He was like, yeah,
He was live.
funny guy.
He was live.
He was like, funny guy.
This how this motherfucker is.
Swear he was nervous.
But I'm saying, like, they know I got real love. This motherfucker right here, Luther, now this is my man, but this a cockhound. This nigga gonna holler at the broad. Whoever the broad is.
Everything.
Every woman moving.
See, that's why I had to say my daughter was married.
Hey,
I
Luther,
don't stop nothing.
I don't be in.
So you married, huh?
I don't be in Vegas.
Listen, man, but my son-in-law, he ain't no joke though.
Court.
Yeah, man, he
Oh, your son-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe all that shit. But
Corey, I don't been in Vegas. Me and this nigga don't been in Vegas, bro. The bitches say we got boyfriends. This nigga don't give a fuck. Still try to go to their hotel at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Mark, let's go to our room, nigga.
they would let me come. I done dropped this nigga places off where I be like, are you straight over here, nigga? This is a cockhound, boy. This motherfucker.
That nigga Mark
You had to look around the neighborhood when you dropped them off.
It ain't even just neighborhoods. It's like, I know he not from LA. And I'm like, what the fuck you doing over here, nigga? This is when he first moved out here, though. This ain't no motherfucking shit that just happened recently. But I used to be like, what? And I just leave it up to God. I mean, you straight nigga. I know he ain't no weak coward motherfucker, so I ain't worried about it. But I'm still like, what the fuck is over here? And I know what it is, because he don't get high. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, ain't nothing over here but some shit where you got to learn the hard way. Because I done been over somewhere with broads before as a young man, and I was in danger.
Yeah.
So he got to learn that. I
blessed
believe
to say
he'll
this.
learn it and make it through that.
I'm blessed to say this, nigga. Ain't no nigga ever walked up on me and asked me, where you from, homie?
Well, you are fortunate.
You don't got that energy, bro. I've been banged on.
Fight. Win, lose, or draw, I'm gonna throw them things up.
I believe you gonna fight.
That's how I'm
But
raised,
nigga,
but
you
nigga,
know
what
this
it
is not your hometown. You have to respect the realness of what happens out here in LA, Chicago, anywhere. You got to have a destination where you going, and the destination where you
Sleep
going.
on folks from Arkansas though, still though.
Say that again?
You can't sleep on folks from Arkansas.
Say that loud, cause
You can't sleep on people from Arkansas though.
But
I'm
yeah,
not sleep on them, but I'm
You can't sleep on
saying
them, though.
you can't put an Arkansas nigga in the middle of South Central and be like, I'm straight, nigga.
And listen, because you
I'm
want
taking-
I got more faith in Arkansas,
Hey,
nigga.
you know we're not gonna say that because they got a lot of 7-4 brothers out in Arkansas, so you really can't sleep
they
on
do.
them.
I know what
But
you're
this is my
saying,
thing,
but I'm
though.
saying I be worried. This nigga done spent some time in Chicago. He
yeah,
know what's
I
up.
was out there in Chicago. They had me on some bullshit.
Marcus don't be everywhere.
Nigga before, like, I beat him up.
I believe
Take his money.
I believe it.
They just had me on some
you
bullshit.
must was on the west side.
Nah, I was in the Wild Hunters. I had gold teeth. Country niggas shooting dice every day. I was supposed to be going to school. I was supposed to be going to Columbia College.
The shit
They had me
downtown.
enrolled in there and everything. I didn't want to stay 'cause it was too fucking cold down there.
I know you done been in motherfucking situations that you ain't had no business getting out of that easy.
This is my thing, man. I'm not. I feel like I've been near death so many times
Yeah.
that I'm living on borrowed time.
But it ain't like that. It's a light over you, G. If it wasn't a light over you, trust me, I wouldn't have you near me.
Yeah, you
I
got-
feel energy.
And you can't say that, man. You
So
gotta watch what you
leave
say
that
out your
mentality
mouth.
alone. You here cause the higher being that I call, I don't have a name for it. You here cause it's a purpose for you to still be here. And you'll find it. Don't worry about all that shit. I gotta seek my purpose. No, that shit gonna come to you one day and fuck your whole world up.
And take
'Cause
back-
you gonna be like, I got to hurry up and do it.
And take
you gonna
back
be like,
our
I ain't
ball
even got
time.
it on time. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So don't worry about it, but don't ever get that mentality like, fuck it, live for the day, fuck tomorrow shit out of here. Cause I know that mentality. I know you know that mentality.
And take back what you said about the I'm on borrowed time. You ain't on borrowed time, bro.
no, it's a light over you, G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, borrowed
You
time.
a country ass nigga. This nigga, I'm getting ready to slap the shit out of this nigga in front of the camera. You hear me, Luther? This nigga got a girl he don't even know with him. Somebody he supposed to be trying to impress. This nigga holding her hand and pushed me out the way and stand in front of the nigga. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this? I mean, I recognize what he did and shit, but I'm like, how the fuck you holding the broad hand, nigga? What, you gonna throw the bitch at the nigga? Like, what the fuck is he doing? I swear to God, this happened.
So you
I
said
can't make this up.
you was into it with someone?
Some little nigga I wasn't finna do nothing but slap the shit out this nigga if that's what happened. Some motherfucker who run his mouth, one of them motherfuckers.
Okay.
And he just was talking too much. So Mark is just motherfucking stupid. This nigga pushed me out the way, stepped in front of me, holding the girl hand.
What was this at, nigga?
Outside the improv. I was drunk as a motherfucker too. But I was finna tear his ass up.
I was gonna say that
nigga. We got
but see,
nigga.
I ain't that nigga. I ain't that nigga, dog. I'm in front of the improv. This is where I stand and kick it. I don't want no motherfucking humbug and shit going on. Mm-hmm. Even though one day we was gonna get into it in front of the improv with this one nigga who didn't know what he was getting into.
Do you remember Prince, nigga?
He remember Prince? Prince beat up the dude outside.
When he went to his truck and got that goddamn
Prince beat up
stick.
that dude outside.
Mark Prince.
Two little niggas fighting.
Bro,
You know, some little niggas when they fight is
That was the funniest shit.
he broke the nigga arm and
He was acting like Cat Williams, nigga. He was
acting like that Williams. Nigga.
when little niggas fight.
That nigga went to the car.
Especially little skinny niggas fight,
nice stick.
it's almost like pity. Like, y'all break that shit up. Almost like it's two girls.
Yeah. That nigga,
I think he was.
the nigga broke his arm, man.
Who was there?
Phil went on there.
Phil wasn't
He
there.
wasn't.
No, Phil wasn't there.
broke his arm.
Me and
Nigga,
Oh, no.
not that
It was that tall nigga who always be talking about martial arts.
Oh, Salant.
Is that his
That's
name?
the trainer.
Yeah, that nigga who always be talking about martial, he was there.
Yeah.
You wasn't there.
Yes, I was.
Yeah,
No, they wasn't out there that night.
Yes, I was, bro.
That's how he brought it up.
Yes, I was out
You
there.
was out there.
Yes,
Them niggas-
nigga, I thought that shit was
Saw that
retarded.
funny ass shit.
That shit was crazy.
The one little nigga, and it was so funny when he went into the improv and got dusted off a little bit after the shit. Then he came outside. Then he ran at the nigga. We was like, hey, fucking shit. If you niggas don't stop this little nigga fight, you little niggas stop fighting.
Mom pulled out a nice stick and he thought hit the nigga with a knife. This nigga think I'm playing, nigga. I was like, what the fuck?
He didn't hit him with the stick.
Man, he was tearing that nigga ass up, bro.
He didn't hit him with the stick.
Corey don't remember shit. Was I that drunk?
Nigga with everything, man.
You do not remember Mark Prince going to his truck acting like he was
pulled out
getting
a
a pistol?
blade. I thought he was finna stab that
No,
nigga.
Mark Prince went to the trunk.
And
Then
got
we
a-
said his
That's what I said,
name.
he pulled up,
Oh,
he pulled
my
up.
bad.
We shouldn't be saying they name.
He would have got that stick, nigga. What was that shit he had?
He didn't hit that man with that stick, man, but he
Man,
would
he
have.
popped
I
his
believe he
ass.
would have.
He popped his ass.
That shit was after it was broke up and
But remember they
'Cause
fought like
told-
3 times.
I remember I wasn't finna let them do that because I learned the hard way what happened when you get a weapon in a fight.
But he remember they
When
fought
I was
like
at the
3
20,
times though, Corey.
I know, but he didn't hit it. He never hit him. But when the shit was over, he was finna hit him. I wasn't gonna let them do that because it turns into something else. Everybody out there, if you grab a stick when you get into a regular fist fight and you hit somebody, when you go to court, you get a different charge. So it ain't work. The same charge as if you'd have popped his ass. Did you know that? You might well pop the motherfucker.
Same time.
It's the same. What? They gonna charge you with pulling out a deadly weapon, and it's up to the judge what happened to you. And want me to tell you how I know? Cause I did it. I got in a fight at 24-hour fitness and broke the broomstick in half, and a white motherfucker just walked up to me and grabbed the stick and walked away and shit.
Somebody
I said this shit.
gonna grab the weapon from
The
you, man.
motherfucker walked up to me and grabbed the motherfucker and looked at me and walked away, Luther. And I was froze because I was like, what the fuck was that? I told this story before.
I quit 24 hours.
And then
Corey.
I waited a little while before I walked over there because he went back over there working out. And I said, you a cop, ain't you? He said, yeah. And with that stick, it goes from this charge to that charge. I was like, I knew you was the police. I knew he was the police because he wasn't scared at all. When white motherfuckers walk up to you and start talking to you, it's something wrong. Something is wrong. This is not regular shit.
Why was you about to fight in the gym? Did the nigga steal your weight?
I was fighting 2 motherfuckers, but it wasn't like I couldn't handle it. But I was just mad it was 2 motherfuckers. I was about to oops upside his head. That's old school shit. That show my.
You know what you need to do?
That show my age right there.
You need to go ahead and join Equinox, nigga.
What is Equinox?
It's $250 a month. That's where I go now.
$250?
Yes, but
You still be at the gym, don't you?
Yeah.
This nigga be at the gym.
I'm stronger than a motherfucker, bro.
I believe you strong as hell. Look, I went to the gym with him and my other guy who be on the show, Craig. These motherfuckers strong. They be on their shit, except this motherfucker.
I eat, nigga.
Eat.
Let me tell you something.
And drink.
He got security guard strength.
I do, nigga.
You know that big security guard? Hey, man, we finna close. You and your girl can't come in here and piss.
$250 a month, nigga. You need to be my size next month.
No, but listen, bro. You get rid of all that bullshit, bro.
What you mean, the stress?
All the stress, all that hood shit. I go to Equinox over here in West Hollywood, nigga. $200 a
Wait a
month.
minute. Equinox?
Yeah.
What that say? Is that on Hollywood?
They got one on Hollywood. They got one in Encino. They got one in West Hollywood. They got one in Pasadena. Bro, trust me. You give bitches $200 a month.
What's so special about this, man?
Yeah, I do insanity.
You just get rid of all the riffraff, bro, because like me and this nigga and Craig and a few other people worked out together one time, and then like, bro, I got into some shit in the parking lot, and I was
Where? I mean, you got
at the
shit-
24 in
Okay.
North Hollywood, and I was like, bro, like this little $20-$30 a month I'm paying ain't even worth it. I can afford $200 a month, bro. I just want to get away from these type people that are, operating on a low frequency.
No, but whatever you do that works for you is what you're supposed to do.
That's what I do.
Because I like being in there with the riff raff.
I don't.
Everybody ain't worth $200 a month.
Because at the gym, the 24-hour fitness in Hollywood,
That shit is
I saw priceless shit. I saw niggas swole used to hoop with us, get in the car with little bitty niggas with motherfucking wigs on. I'm like,
Oh my God.
wow, this nigga fucking boys. I love seeing that shit. And I
don't.
always like, all right, my nigga. They be like, oh, yeah, nigga, yeah.
I go to LA Fitness, man. Fuck that, man.
I got a LA Fitness membership too.
Yeah,
But I really be an
Now,
Equinox.
I understand your
I heard
point,
they
man.
got a hand machine at that one.
I understand what you're saying. You just want to go and do your thing, go ahead and go ahead and go home. I understand exactly what you're saying.
I ain't even gonna say no names because Corey gonna call them gay.
Somebody say the food frequency.
That's funny as a motherfucker.
Hey man, you be having some real comedians on
Nigga, these motherfuckers be sitting up waiting on this shit.
These are niggas that would never get on stage.
Let me tell you something, nigga. I do insanity.
I don't do that.
That nigga.
Wait, which one is insanity?
That's
The
one
one
where
going
you-
with that swole gay nigga is.
Yeah.
I think the nigga gay.
You gotta go bald
He
headed.
be trying to have me do them certain workouts. He be like, breathe.
Corey,
I know it worked.
Popping, nigga.
I know it worked, but I first bought that tape when he first came out with it, and while I was working out, that nigga said, "Come on, Corey." I was like, "Hey, cut that shit off." I threw that shit away, nigga. I ain't fucking with that shit. I knew this nigga. Let me put some drawers on if this nigga gonna be talking to me, nigga. I ain't fucking with dude no more. Who's that, Sean P? Is that his name? Yeah, that nigga get at me, dog. I gotta work out with people with me to do his shit. His shit work too. I'm sitting there with some tight ass drawers on, lifting my knee up. Come on, Corey.
Get it, Corey.
Hey! Hey, nigga, what the fuck you doing? Hell no.
This nigga retarded.
That nigga quick on his feet, man, boy.
That nigga said, he said, "Hey,
Man,
Corey."
this nigga motherfucking Gooch the Great, crazy than the motherfucker. I knew he already had the shit. What that say?
Right, that's when I was at New Birth right here.
This motherfucker got a motherfucking thing, look. What
They
is
found that picture.
Gooch, you stupid, nigga.
That's you?
That's me.
Oh, somebody on the name GDJ.
Right.
That nigga Gooch the Great, stupid ass.
That nigga made the quick.
Nigga, you stupid, nigga. You stupid, Gooch. Anyway, now, all this shit is motherfucking good camaraderie. Like when you get a chance to sit down and kick it with men like this, where it ain't nobody interjecting because of feelings. You see how men can talk without, even though even if you disagree with each other, you still can be civil and motherfucking hear each other out. And that's what the example of what's going on right now, I'm glad is happening because what Marcus is talking about, I don't never give a fuck about. This nigga, I knew he was gonna have some jokes for me when he got here. And my brother, Luther, it ain't easy to tell your brother that you know has great conviction with what he do. I don't necessarily go with the Jesus thing.
But I do agree to disagree.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
Yeah.
We agree to real friends agree to
Some
disagree.
people can't do that.
At the
Some
end of
people
the
are
day.
narcissists. They cannot.
Oh yeah.
If you don't go with their program,
Yeah, if you don't go with their
Right.
program, they can't be friends with you.
a
They can't
female
even-
comic called me talking about, I want to come on the 5150 show, but y'all can't be talking about Jesus. And I'm like, you bum ass bitch. Who are you? You ain't regulating shit, you bum. The fuck is you talking about what I can talk about on my show and you want to come on? But that's how the mentality of some people are. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something, man.
Dave, you all right? You ain't finna fall out over there.
when I did Corey's very first show, and when I used to come to the Congo Room back in the day.
Oh, that nigga took it back to like
Oh yeah,
09.
absolutely. I used to go. I used to be there, man.
LA
I used to go
Live.
to shows many times. Matter of fact, I even brought Jamal Bryant one time with me to do the show with me
I
one
hope
time.
we could do a show.
like I heard his
I hope
name.
we could do a show with the preachers again, like you did
Oh,
before.
absolutely. I brought a few.
You did.
I
You
brought
mixed comedy with the preacher.
I brought
No,
the
he
preachers.
brought other preachers on there.
Just bring balance on the
Was
show.
that back
about
when
things.
Jamie Foxx had the Congo Room? That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the Congo
Wait
Room.
a
And
minute. So y'all had preaching and comedy on the same show.
we was at.
Man,
we-
Preaching and comedy on this show.
It was a
and see,
variety
this-
show, nigga.
See, but this is the thing. But this is the thing is, man, when I said on social media I was going to come in here, I had got a lot of flack from religious people.
Okay.
Religious people. But see, the reason why so many people are religious is really they're really suppressing and hiding what they really are and what they really do anyways begin with, because they really don't live the life of being for real. Because at the end of the day, we all have our own proclivities. Because I don't you sin the way you sin, you just sin differently than I do. Because none of us is perfect.
Right.
But people have a big issue and problem because my relationship with people in the entertainment industry, but they don't really know my influence or impact even on their life and my purpose even in their life at the end of the day. It's called balance.
Yeah,
And
well,
but-
because I can
and-
tell you
yeah.
right now, Luther, by watching you, I'm inspired. It helps me do things that I probably wouldn't do. Just like my man Dre, Gorgeous Dre. He motherfucking from the motherfucking game. He used to be on the pimp side of the game. But, you know what I'm saying? Who he is now, he can help you by knowing things he used to do. That's
Right.
what people don't understand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I learn real shit from people who come from the streets more than I learn shit from people who are so-called scholars and have never been in situations that I feel like can teach you shit. You can learn something when a bitch go in your wallet when you sleep.
That's where you get your biggest life lessons.
Right.
Street
Yeah.
smarts.
Right.
I learned psychology
Yeah,
in the
and
street.
Corey knows I just want the best for him. You know what I'm saying? In all areas of life. And the thing is, I'm not an enabler. If at the end of the day, I'm not saying Corey doing something wrong or living crazy and foul, but if Corey was doing something wrong or living foul or any kind of way,
It
I
is
would let
a
him
reason
go.
them sirens are coming right now.
I'll flat out just let him know, Corey, your slip is showing.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, he'll do that. He'll do that. I motherfucker don't know. Last time I landed in motherfucking Atlanta, I always got my own way and everything, but coincidentally, I didn't have my own way, and Luther picked me up, and I was feeling dizzy.
You talking the time I was there?
Did you come? Was you in
we went-
Atlanta at Uptown?
No, y'all, he wasn't
we
that
talked
time.
the last time.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah.
But the
No,
bottom
we
line
went
is
time.
this, man. I was feeling dizzy. I thought that COVID shit was coming back in my life. Luther motherfucker was like, nigga, you got high blood pressure. I was like, what are you talking about? And he picked me up, and he had a real high blood pressure machine.
Yeah.
This is a coincidence all this happened, because I ain't know what the fuck was going on with me. And, yo,
Yeah,
him and the homegirl kind of nursed me that weekend.
Jazz.
Jazz. Thank you, Jazz. One of his, who is she at the church?
She's one of the members. She's over pastoral care.
Yeah.
At the church.
Corey, you got to eat some more grapefruit to lower your blood pressure.
I will. I have been since that happened. I go up and down with certain shit, but I'm just saying, yeah. Mark, you gotta like after you eat the grapefruit, you rub the peel on your scalp.
I ain't got no remedy for gray hair, nigga. You just gotta let that ride.
Oh, well, gray hair coming, nigga. Trust me.
Oh, that coming for me. I already got my old man shit.
What you mean, your old man?
Yeah, the
But
bald head.
you know they got man weaves, man. If you really want some hair.
Hey, they got this dude out there in Chicago, man, that do the little surgeries.
You got all your hair, Luther?
I got all my hair.
Oh, Luke got hair? Shit, I thought you were bald with me, Luke.
No, man, I got all my hair.
Damn.
I wouldn't say it's all there.
Yeah, 'cause that hairline was a little far
No,
back.
I don't got no man weave.
That hairline was a little far back. Luke.
No.
This thing that come with age
It
is a
started at
motherfucker,
the
dog.
tip of that D up there.
This thing that come with age ain't no motherfucking joke, boy. So y'all motherfuckers enjoy these young years where y'all can still motherfucking fuck and go play basketball after that and all that shit. Nigga. I had to shut it down at the through, goddammit. But anyway, we gonna take a quick break so I could make this heavenly bathroom run. But 5150, motherfucker, we'll be right back. That beat.
That was Mr. Mitchell.
Are we on?
We on.
That was a cool little beat. Marcus, you feel like coming with one line like you do? I got two for you, man. So. I got this is called Amateur Rap. Say something, I'm gonna come with the hook. Yeah. All the girls who ain't got no kids. I'm not pulling out. Hey. Ability in her life. That's all I needed to know. She let me go. Oh, take. I don't know. I'm not pulling out. I want your life to be harder. The real baby starter. Having unprotected sex with a. She needs life. Yeah. She needs response.
story, got a story, got a bitch, she kinda horrid, but the bitch, she adore me. So
Second line.
hey man, you always fucking.
I'm not pulling out. She needs responsibility in her life. She needs responsibility in her life. Dave, tell her.
I ain't like a DJ. I'm just trying to nut, then I spin.
Hey.
Leave her house at night,
Yeah.
quiet as a mouse. On her own house. Leave it in her mouth.
Yeah.
Leave it in David Lucas, bitch.
Yeah.
I put it in your.
Hey, my nigga from Mexico. We take it, man.
Pull it out.
Yeah.
Say a prayer for her.
Sure.
Lord, please forgive them that they don't know what they have done.
Cut it off. I'm with everybody else. Hey, y'all heard Luther on here rap. He said, Lord, I don't even know what he said. But they don't know what they have done. Hey, man, look, I'm on my way to Raleigh. We got nights, you know, seating capacity. North Carolina just opened back up, really. So, you know, the seating capacity is limited. Them shows selling out. We might add a couple of more shows, but shit, them shows gone. And I ain't worked Charlie Goodnights in a while. It'll be fun to be up over there in the little back house. That's what I call it. The little back house out there in North Carolina. Anyway, what's up, man? Who got something to plug, man? Somebody got something they want to talk about and let the people know about?
Shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm in Austin this weekend, man. Hit me up, David Lucas Funny. I'm in Austin at the Vulcan. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can get Corey out there. Mark is going to be with me on the 18th. We're going up. Austin, Texas.
That's what's up, man. Lucy, for the people who don't know what's going on with things, is this something you want to tell them about what you do?
Well, I pastor Worship Center of Atlanta in Atlanta, Georgia, in West Midtown. Matter of fact, my website is very simple. It's 75tolife.com, the number 75tolife.com. And then people from far can stream in on Sunday mornings too as well at 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. every Sunday morning, we're there in the house in Atlanta, man.
That's what's up. Check out my man Luther. You might hear something that might change the way you think about things.
Can I ask what 75 to life is?
See, 75 life mean because people associate because me being in prison, thinking of prison, but really it stands for life. I believe in life after church. I don't believe in staying in church all day long.
Okay.
You know, they always. And so I got places to be, and we're not going to be in church all day long.
Okay.
Church starts at 10.
can
We
dig
try to
that.
get out of there by 11:15, 11:20.
Oh. We'll go out there. I got to go out there with Atlanta, which I want to go up there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. I don't
tell you
need that
something
much
about-
time to make me a bitch
I
down.
just want to know how many members. Is you bigger than Travelers Rest?
No, I'm a big.
E. Dewey Smith. He from Macon.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
a
do it for me.
big following, right?
Yeah. From the ground up, I'll be 4 years in May. And man, we have come a long.
said 4 years?
Yep, and we came a long. Seen it from the beginning and all the way into now.
Yeah.
Choir director.
You mean one of these motherfuckers?
Making that face.
Is your choir director gay? Because if he ain't, I know the choir ain't shit.
No, I don't got no gay choir.
So you got to have a
Church, I see they got a good choir. The choir director feminine than a bitch.
So our people. They got some gay people in Buddhism.
Hell
Absolutely.
They believe into it as well.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Gay Buddhists?
Yes, because Buddhism is not a religion. It's a state of mind. That's what I try to tell a lot of people. It's not a religion. It's a state of mind.
Yeah, they be tapping into more percent of their brain, right?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. It's not really about where's my destiny to be or where should my residual energy go after my...
So pedophilism is just like Buddhism.
This nigga is crazy.
It's a state of mind.
You know you had that coming, right?
I should have known, nigga. I left the door wide open.
Right?
I left the door wide open.
Somebody said Flame is the choir director. Born Rich Club Phil. Anyway, man, yo, I think we learned a lot. I learned a lot by listening to what David said, and now I know that that's a Buddha on his hand and not a scar. And Marcus is starting to get more comfortable with the way his hair look. I know, man, my hair is not what it used to be. I used to have like a whole bunch of hair. I gotta let it grow back.
I hope they run out of dye in the damn store.
They ain't gonna run out of dye, man. Just like they ain't gonna run out of hats for you.
That nigga go to the same wig nigga that Steve Harvey went to.
That's a process. Steve Harvey, I heard it used to take him a while to get his cake put on. Now they got new procedures.
Steve
Marcus,
Harvey,
you should, if we had the people on who make the little cake, would you let them do your head on the show?
They make the cake.
Well, I call it a cake. The little thing.
Oh, you talking about the man?
just hit Al, you know Al Green? You know the big nigga Al Green who cut D-Ray hair?
He doing.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the man? What you call it?
The man weave.
Man wig.
We can't have Al Green in here. We'll have to switch these chairs up.
All you
Al,
gotta
I'm
do
just
is
fucking
put
with
two
you.
together.
You saying his ass gonna be in the middle of these things?
Yeah, nigga, what you talking about? Give me one of them.
Would you do it? Would you do it on air?
Yeah, nigga.
What you talking about? A man wig?
Yeah.
I got a guy, man, who hook you up, man, could put you.
Yeah, I'll put that motherfucker on.
What you want? What you want? The one with the waves? Or
I gotta get the wave.
hair?
I gotta get.
There's one. My barber, he does.
He gonna
think
want,
I'm
he
gonna
gonna
do
want,
bald
he
fade.
gonna, he gonna want you to be naked.
It's a barber from it. Man, all my Atlanta real niggas, I don't know what to say, man. There's a lot of true Buddhism out there.
So what y'all do is y'all wait out there waiting on them. Say, oh, we want to be naked. Huh?
You know them dudes who be marching about gay rights. They don't be talking about, I'll beat your ass.
But you know what though? You have to understand this. I never forget this gay guy there. This guy, he was matter of fact, he was a blood.
By the gay dude?
By the gay dude. And so when they came and got me, and I went, because the gay dude was trying to tell, he's related. So everybody's, man, your cousin's getting beat up. And I was on the yard with my uncle, and we ran in there and looked, and he up there like this, and the dude had knots on his head, because the gay dude.
Sugar Ray Leonard is great.
No, let me tell you what he did. Let me tell you what they did, man.
Sugar Gay
They
Leonard.
made the dude go to bed. All his boys was mad at him and everything. And then I rolled up to him. I said, man, you got to understand. I said, don't feel bad. Strength of a man and the mentality of a woman. That's two bad situations you got to mess with. A strength of a man and the mentality of a woman? Oh. Got whooped that day.
Yeah, man, it's still a man.
It's a combination.
And he got whooped.
He a man who will scratch your eyes out.
No, he didn't do no scratching. He put some lumps on him. The guy that was gay, he was
gay
related
nigga
to
married.
a cousin.
Nigga married out of his family.
Hey, you said he was your cousin.
No, man. What happened was they on separate sides of the family. That was my cousin's cousin. He wasn't my cousin. Okay.
So your cousin ain't your cousin?
No, it was my
That nigga.
My cousin was my cousin on my mother's side.
That's cuz.
That was his cousin on his father's side.
That nigga don't want to claim people of Bryson. Old niggas know that.
Nigga, when
reference.
we get up in there, nigga, you ain't related to me.
He put knots on his head. He ain't want to hurt the ass.
Left the ass in perfect tact. nigga.
Right. Might want to get some of that later on. That's fucked up. Anyway, so 51 motherfucking 50. I haven't heard from Darlene. I want to talk about the store. The store, like I have new hoodies and shit that I haven't wore because I'm sure the store is bagged up. I plan on getting in touch with Darlene this week and see how she is and see what's going on with the store. So everybody who has store orders that are delayed, please understand, due to unforeseen COVID circumstances, we gonna catch back up in the next week. In the next week, we're gonna catch back up. So please be patient. That's why I didn't wear none of the new stuff on the show because we too behind, I think. But we will catch back up as of next week with the store. Raleigh, North Carolina, I'll see y'all out there at Charlie Goodnights this week. I'm there Wednesday through Saturday, so y'all pick a show and find a seat. 5150, we about this bitch. Peace.
Yeah.